When I met with him, I touched his feet. Something told me to touch his feet. I felt like touching. In India, you do that. You just, as my parents, grandparents, as a sign of respect.
Okay.
So that's something that, it's common, right?
You remember that?
I remember touching his feet, and then he lifted me up, and I said to him, I don't know why, but I feel so angry. I feel so angry. And he said to me, now I'm thinking about it, and he said to me, he goes, compassion and wisdom. Wisdom will be your guide. And I said, wisdom will be my guide? And he said, yes, wisdom will be your guide. And then he gave me a book. And he signed it and everything, but he gave me this book and he told me to read 3 chapters, chapter 6, 7, and 9. I won't tell anybody the book, but it's chapter 6, 7, and 9. And chapter 9 was on wisdom. So I got the book. I actually got it from London. I had to order it from here because they didn't offer it in the U.S. So I ordered the book, got the book, and then it will be your guide, and yeah. So that wisdom was the key for me. And then
and you didn't know why. You were like, my guide to what? And you weren't quite sure what he was talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know what he was talking about, and I think when you get into, when I talk about it a little bit more, but it was an awakening, but it was really about awareness, right? And getting that greater awareness. Right now, you're so angry because you're not seeing everything. You're not seeing all the other vantage points.
Right.
You're only anchored on one right now.
Okay.
So let the wisdom be your guide in that, right? And I said to him, he said, your greatest enemy, you can learn from your greatest enemy.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, and I said, okay, and then he whispered in my ear, and he said, your greatest enemy is in you. And that's when I said, like, you're my master. And then he did this, and he goes, you are your own master, right? And I was like, wow, like this, it was just too much at once, right? It was like so intense, right?
That's so deep.
It was really deep, and then I'm like, this is and then I'm like 20 minutes later, I'm in a venue of 2,000 people, and I'm standing there watching him, and I go, I just met this guy. Like, my brother has like 30 shots of photos of this, and he's like, and the lady behind us is like, you just met the Dalai Lama? And I'm like thinking to myself, going, I've got to do something more.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.